Here's something I learned recently that reminded me how miraculous the Quran truly is. It's about an ayah in the Quran, which is verse 46 of Surah Al-Hajj, which says, أَفَلَمْ يَسِيرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ فَتَكُونَ لَهُمْ قُلُوبٌ يَعْقِلُونَ بِهَا. Have they not traveled throughout the land so that their hearts may reason? And then in the latter half of the same verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَإِنَّهَا لَا تَعْمَى الْأَبْصَارُ وَلَكِنْ تَعْمَى الْقُلُوبُ. It is not the eyes that are blind, but the hearts. So the meaning of this ayah actually indicates that there is some level of reason that the heart is capable of. That human intellect is not only in the brain, it's not strictly limited to the brain, but that the heart actually plays a role in human intellect. Now, a few decades ago, this did not fully line up with modern science. In modern science, we knew that the brain is entirely responsible for the human intellect. It's entirely responsible for your ability to reason. Now, some people, theologists, scientists, atheists, and so on, argued that this was a mistake in the Quran. Because we know that hearts in a physical sense do not reason, and there's nothing in scientific terms that is here to prove that they do. But subhanAllah, here is what modern scientific research has proven with regards to this matter. Now, they're called recent findings, but they were actually findings from the 90s, and it was discovered that the heart has something called an intrinsic cardiac nervous system, or what's called a little brain. So this little heart brain is composed of approximately 40,000 neurons that are alike the neurons that are in the brain. So not only does this prove that the heart has its own nervous system, but it was also proven through this research that the heart sends more signals to the brain than the brain sends to the heart. So the heart is not simply a pump, it's its own neural network. SubhanAllah, it has proven exactly what the verse says. It has proven that the heart is also responsible for human intellect and that the heart is a key moderator when it comes to human emotions. The heart is part of your ability to reason, and the brain is not 100% responsible for human intellect. So I needed to share that on here because it was honestly a moment of awe for me. Like, I will never get over how much there is to learn in the Quran. Not just to read and to memorize, how much there is to learn and to contemplate and to think about. Like, we will never finish contemplating the Quran. I could spend forever talking about how the Quran is truly your greatest companion as a Muslim, and it is truly one of the best ways that has at least worked for me to feel Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's presence in your daily life. But I would love to hear from other people who have been studying the Quran or just reading into it in their own time, what they have learned. I'd love to hear what people have noticed and things that have genuinely made you stop and reflect.